back to Bad Bowling 101 with your boy Coach C. Hey, we back. And it's a remake video because the other one I kind of screwed up. So we're here to do the Motiv Max Trail Hybrid. Yeah. Now, everybody tells me it kind of looks like a cartoon character from a movie, but that remains to be seen. Maybe I'll put it in a thumbnail. Maybe I won't. Also, just to give you guys, so I know I let you guys see my sports shop videos and let you see me live, but if you see a little bit changed in this video, that's because I've been working on a slight change just today. So with that being said, let's take a look at the ball. All right, so the colors aren't very friendly, but hey, you know what? Colors is what it is. The layout is 60 by 5 by 30, so not so bad. Max Trail Hybrid. Now, I know you guys are familiar that I'm a very, very big fan of the Max Trail Pearl and of the Max Trail Solid, the Superman ball. So we're going to take an in-depth look at all three to see how they read the lane, where they read the lane. I'm just, because I'm wondering, is the hybrid just going to be as good as those? And with a hybrid cover, maybe it might be a touch stronger than the Max Trail Pearl, which happens to be one of my favorite balls of all time. So with that being said, the numbers will be up here. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe because it's free for you to do and it helps the channel grow. And make sure you check out the breakpoints on Fridays at 6:30 p.m. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and put a slug in it. Let's go to work. All right, so here we go. I had to reshoot it because audio issues. And I didn't want to do a makeover. So let's go ahead. We're going to start about 20 right now and see what it looks like. And about the changes I'm making, let's see if you guys can see it yourself. You got to admit, that's pretty awesome, right? All the messengers around there and nothing. Again. So let's go ahead and pick up the spare. And then again, let's see if you guys can figure out what the changes are. So somebody asked me a question. What is my sparing system? Whatever's works. No, I'm just kidding. So everybody has their own philosophy. So basically, what I will say is knowing what surface you're on and what works for you. But I will say this, straighter is always greater. So let's go ahead and throw another shot. I'm going to slide over to 21 though and see how this feels. Second shot. 710. Okay. Okay. I did not expect to see that, but okay. So, 0 for 2 so far with the Max Trail Hybrid. So, do we blame the ball or do we blame Coach? I'm going to take this on the chin and I'm going to say, let's blame me. So, let's throw it again. Ouch. Ouchie. Ouchie. Ouch. So, I missed outside on that ball. So, I guess we really can't blame the ball for that one. So, let me try and be a little more accurate with this bad boy before we go ahead and jump off a bridge. All right, so let's do this again. We're going to try to be a little more accurate here. I mean, it's found its way to the pocket, so I guess that's a good thing. A little better. A little straighter. Straighter's always greater, baby. All right, so we'll get one more with it. And then we'll go ahead from this spot, and we'll throw the pearl and the Superman, just a ball or two. For me, I want to see the difference. I just want to see the difference. Yeah, so let's get one more because that didn't look too bad. That didn't look too bad. Yeah, that didn't look too bad either. Um, real sketchy though. Real sketchy to me. But let's go ahead and throw the other two and let's see. So we'll start with the higher one, see what that looks like, and then we'll go ahead and try the pearl. Why not? All right, so Superman in the building. For those of you that are unfamiliar, Max Stroh style, it looks like Superman colors. Hence why I call it Superman. All right, so let's try this out and see how this one looks. Superman. Leap tall buildings in a single bound. I like Superman. I do. Now again, my mechanics are changing, so I'm going through a pretty rough stretch. But in the summers where you change, so I don't mind going through the rough patch. Let's get another shot with this one. So yeah, I do not mind at all. Don't mind at all. If you see my elbow leak outside, that's the opposite of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get everything to be inside and through. But, you know, small steps, small steps. So let's go ahead and get one more look with this one. And then we'll go ahead and throw the Max Stroh Pro for a couple shots. Solid look good. You know, solid look good. Gotta give credit where it's due. Solid looks tough from there. So, we're seeing a little comparison here. All right, so now, being that the hybrid's a little shiny too. Now, remember, all of them got pretty much a weak cover stock, so that's not a problem. So let's go ahead, throw this pearl real quick. And we're gonna throw it from the same spot too, just to see how it looks. Because I am very, very curious. Didn't look so bad. Did not look bad at all, actually. I might need to slow it down as I get left. Again, this is all new. Believe it or not, I just start trying to open up a little bit ago, as of today. So, does it look perfect? Probably not, but we're making do. Oh no! 9 pin. So now the question you got to ask yourself is why? Why the 9 pin? But it's okay though. Yes, I can hook the spare ball because it's all dry all day out there. Okay, so one last shot with the Max Stroh Pearl, and then all right. So we're gonna jump in. We're gonna jump over to 26. I don't know how it's gonna look from here because I'm be honest, I didn't like the way it looked from 21. So we're gonna throw it anyway. We're gonna see how it looks. Okay, it looked better than I thought it was going to. I almost feel like I need to touch it with a little bit of surface. I, I mean, I really, really do feel like I might need to touch it with a hair surface, but I guess a couple more shots will tell us the difference between if I need to touch it with surface or not. I mean, theoretically speaking, I would hope that they'd be able to make that turn. And I don't really care what's out there. We're only at 26. So let's get another look with it. Oh, I drifted. I drifted. I did. I drifted like 3, right? So let me see if I can't fix that, clean up that drift. But that shot didn't look bad. But again, I drifted back into the other zone. So let me. So we drifted a little bit on the last shot. So we're going to try not to do that here. And we're going to go back to 26. We're going to see how it looks. Balance issue. Came off the hand really good. I don't know. Feet got a little crossed, I guess. Star-crossed lever syndrome with my feet. All right. So let's take another look at it. Now, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not a fan of the color. I'm really just not. Not really a fan of the ball either, if you must know. I know what you're thinking. You're like, well, hold on a second. You're throwing it okay. Yeah. So, look, we're going to go one more. Then I'm going to throw one with both balls. And then we're going to cheat a little more left. And getting left is going to tell me everything that I need to know. Because this is a hybrid, right? So I'm expecting it to grip and rip the lane. That means I'm expecting it to read a little earlier to me. But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's not what this ball's supposed to do. Missed. Oh, missed, and it still got back. That's miss room. I may need to reevaluate this a little bit. But we're going to find out as we get left. Okay, so we're going to throw the Superman first just for a shot. And then we're going to throw the Max Pro Pro just for a shot. I just want to see how they look from 26. Okay, so let's see how the solid looks from 26. And then we'll throw the Pearl. Same difference. This is that you can hear Jimmy, but you can't hear Jimmy moment. This is it. All right, so now we're going to jump into the Max Pro Pearl just for one. Again, this is that I'm hearing Jimmy moment. Yeah, this is it. Yep. That Jimmy moment that we're, I don't know, real sketchy, Toombs, real sketchy. All right, so we're going to jump over to 30-ish, 31-ish with the hybrid. All right, so moving over to 31, what do I expect? Out of this ball, to be honest, not much. But I could be proven wrong. So let's see what we're going to see with it. Maybe that was me. Maybe I missed at the bottom of that. Maybe I got my elbow outside and missed at the bottom of that. I don't know. But what I can tell you is that looked pretty brutal. So that looked pretty bad, 31. Did I have hopes it would look good from there? Maybe I could try to hit it at the bottom a little better and see if that'll work. Let's find out. Hey! Okay. Maybe I got to eat crow here. Maybe I need to be more responsible. Maybe I need to slide and not walk off the shot. Yeah, let's try that. No slide, no walking off the shot. We're just gonna go ahead and be good here. So I know I hit that at the bottom, and I rolled it to where I want it. It kept sliding though, so maybe what I need is surface. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what I'm looking for right now is a little bit of surface. Yeah, maybe surface is what I need, but I don't know. So what I'm gonna do is let me test out one of these other ones and see what it looks like, and then we'll go from there. So I know I've been starting with Superman, but we're gonna do the Max Trail Pro from here. Let's do just a couple more shots, and we'll go ahead and get out of here. Let's see if the Max Trail Pro is able to do what the hybrid can't. I like that one better. So we'll go one more with the Max Trail Pearl. All right, so 3 more shots, right? This one, 2 with the solid, and then we'll call it. I'm not going to tell you not to buy it because I'll never tell you how to spend your money, ever. Ever tell you how to spend your money. But for me, nah. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to compare it to a couple other hybrids and see how it stacks up, and then we'll know. All right, so we're going to throw the Superman from here. See if it has enough juice to get back. I don't know. And I thought I did a really good job of throwing that one. Really good job of throwing that one, but didn't seem to have the mustard either. So for the last shot of the day, maybe I'm just going to go ahead and slow it down just a hair, try to get more through it, and see what that does. That's money. Nope, it didn't turn. So, with that being said, this is the Max Trail Hybrid. We took a little bit of look at the Max Trail Pearl and the Superman Solid. Do I recommend it? I don't know. But that's for you to decide. For me, I don't know. I got a lot of other options I'd probably throw in front first. So, with that being said, thanks again for tuning in to Bad Bowling with Coach C. Hey, I know my mechanics are a little askew, but they're going to be getting better, and that's the goal, to keep improving. If you have any questions, make sure you tune into the Breakpoint. And also, make sure you're going to badbowling101.com. Check out the perfect fit. Have a great day, guys.